Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Jonathan. I'm a second year PhD student at the University of Waterloo studying accounting, and today I'm going to film a What's in My Bag video. As you can probably tell, I'm not at home. I'm actually outside, and I just wrapped up studying for a few hours, and I thought now would be a great time to film a What's in My Bag video because everything that I carry on a day-to-day basis, it's all right here. And I think this is a more realistic view of what a PhD student typically carries. I think a lot of YouTubers put a lot of tech products into their bags, and I don't think it's realistic because if they did carry all that stuff, their bag would be really heavy. So before we start the video, if you guys could like the video and subscribe to the channel, that would be extremely helpful. So the first thing that I carry every single day is definitely my water bottle. So I actually got to thank my mom for this one because she recently picked this up for me, and it's actually a really nice water bottle overall. It keeps things cold when I want it to, also keeps things pretty warm, and it's actually really easy to clean, as you can probably see right there. So overall, it's important to stay hydrated, especially when you're at school, because staying hydrated helps you think better. Okay, so next we're gonna open the main pocket. So I'm gonna show you guys my laptop of choice. So here we have the 2021 Zephyrus G14. Now this is a great laptop for anyone who wants to be productive, but also want to do some creative work and get in some gaming. So I have the 14-inch model here. It comes with a 3060, 16 gigs of RAM. I don't remember the rest of the specs, so I'll put it in the video right now. But overall, I really enjoy this laptop. This is actually the first laptop that I purchased for myself. Normally my laptops are provided by my parents, and for the longest time I've been using the Surface Pro lineup just because, you know, I joke with my parents that it's perfect for school, but it's not perfect for gaming or anything else, and so that's how they get me to stay focused in class. But what I like about the G14 is that when it comes to schoolwork, it can obviously get everything done, but I can also do a lot of video editing, so I do edit all my YouTube videos on the laptop using DaVinci Resolve. And it also does gaming pretty well too, so Warzone, Valorant, League of Legends, pretty much any type of video game, you can play it at least on medium settings in my experience. And so I think overall this is a great laptop. It's also pretty light, as you can see, and it's pretty thin for a gaming laptop. So overall, definitely really like this. So the next big device that I typically carry every day is my iPad Pro. So I actually have the 2018 11-inch iPad Pro, and I actually kind of regret making this purchase because I think this tablet, while it's really good, there's just too much computing power in here, and I don't take full advantage of that computing power. Right now, I typically use my tablet for media consumption, so watching YouTube, watching Netflix. I also read a lot of papers using the tablet, so I'll upload my papers through Zotero, open it up on the iPad, and then I'll use the Apple Pencil that I have here to just make annotations or write notes on the paper itself. The big advantage of that is that I do feel like I'm more engaged with my reading material rather than just reading it on the laptop. But overall, I think I should have probably sprung for the basic iPad just because this thing is too much of a beast and I'm not taking advantage of all its power, and so I'm definitely paying for performance that I'm not using. But overall, I think having a tablet as a PhD student is a good secondary device, and maybe I can make another video on whether or not I think buying an iPad is necessary for graduate school. But this is definitely a pretty good secondary device if you're looking for one. So those are the main two devices that I have, and then the rest of the bag pretty much is little things that I carry around, mostly accessories. In the top pack right here, so I have a bunch of COVID masks. Let's open this pouch here. So here's actually the charging cable for my mouse of choice. So I'll actually take out my mouse right now. So for my mouse, I do use the wireless G703 Logitech Lightspeed mouse. The reason why I ended up buying this mouse as my mouse of choice is because before I bought this one, I had the wired G403 mouse for a couple of years, and I was really used to the form factor of that mouse just because my hand is a little bit on the bigger side, and this mouse fills out the hand really nicely. And so I wanted to essentially get the same mouse but a wireless version, and the G703 does exactly that. The battery life is actually pretty good. It lasts for about a couple weeks at a time, and whenever I do need to charge it, I got the cable right here. It does have RGB lighting, but obviously when I'm using it wirelessly, I will turn the RGB lights off just so that it's a little less flashy in the library and it will conserve battery. If we keep going inside, we have a bunch of Apple cables, obviously to charge all the products. Okay, so obviously got the hockey puck, so this is for the Apple Watch. And then I do have a lightning cable charger for my iPhone, of course. There we go. And then I also have a USB-C to USB-C charger right here for the iPad. Next, we have the wall mount. So this is a USB-C wall mount, the one that originally came with my iPad, and then obviously this is used to charge some of the products. Okay, so next we have the earbuds of choice. So this is the AirPods Pro, and unfortunately these are dying a little bit because of the two earpieces. The left one is actually starting to rattle a bit when the volume gets really loud. Also, the noise canceling doesn't work on these either, and sometimes the case doesn't charge when I plug it in, and so sometimes it only charges when I charge it wirelessly. So these guys are kind of on their last legs, but because they were so expensive, I don't want to throw them out yet. So I'm still using these on my commute. So if I'm taking the GO train or the streetcar, I'll typically pop these into my ears, and it does the job. Here we have an extra pair of glasses. There we go. If you wear glasses, you know that sometimes whenever you break the pair that you're wearing on your face, life can get pretty miserable. So I did end up getting a secondary pair of glasses. These are definitely a lot cheaper than the ones that I have on my face, and so they're more for a emergency situation. Next thing in my bag is the Seagate external hard drive. So this is a 5 terabyte hard drive that I do carry around, and on this hard drive I have all my video clips from my YouTube videos. I got this one instead of an SSD just because this was a lot cheaper, and I kind of like the pattern on the outside. It does look pretty cool, but overall this is just to house a lot of the data that I use to make my YouTube videos. Okay, next we have my laptop charger. So this is a USB-C laptop charger, and I think this is, okay, so this is a 65 watt laptop charger, and what's great about this is that, you know, it can charge to G14. It does take a little bit longer than the charger that originally came with the laptop, but what's nice about this one is that I can also use it to charge my iPad as well, and the cable itself is pretty long, so when you're on, you know, in a campus building, sometimes plugs are hard to come by, and so you kind of need that extra length to charge your laptop. So this definitely gets the job done, and plus it's definitely a lot lighter than the G14's charger. However, one thing I'll mention is that when it comes to gaming, you can't play any intensive games that uses a lot of power because this won't be sufficient in charging the laptop. You'll have to play something that's a little less intensive, like League of Legends or Valorant, which just happens to be the two games that I play the most right now. Okay, so these are the headphones of choice. So these are my Sony noise canceling headphones. I don't remember the name of these. I believe they're called the WH910N. I'll post the actual name of the headphones into the video right now. But these are actually a really good set of budget noise canceling headphones. I really picked these up from Costco, and they were actually on sale during Christmas, and I think I picked them up for maybe like $150. But these are really good in terms of noise cancellation. They're Bluetooth, so they are currently connected to my G14. However, they don't have multi-device support, which kind of sucks. What's also nice about these is that the battery's pretty long, so you can probably go like a week without charging them. Okay, and I think the last things in my bag, just a couple bottles of hand sanitizer, obviously again for COVID. So college students get hungry all the time, and I tend to carry a couple protein bars in my bag as emergency snacks. So these ones are the Kirkland Signature protein bars from Costco. These are actually really, really good in terms of their macros. They're only 220 calories, 20 grams of protein, and I believe 1 or 2 grams of sugar. I lied, 5 grams of sugar. But whenever I'm a little bit hungry in between meals, this is the perfect thing to kind of satisfy my stomach. What I really like about this is that before buying these, I would typically go to Tim Hortons and pick up a donut or some sort of sweet pastry, which obviously is a lot less healthy. So this, you know, satisfies my sweet tooth to a certain degree, and it keeps me full throughout the day. Now the last thing in my bag is this little fuzzy guy. So this is a dead cat that I use on my Rode video microphone that I'm actually using right now on my phone tripod to film this video, and this is just a great way to block out a lot of the wind noise when I'm filming outside, because obviously with wind noise it really ruins the audio and it makes the video clip pretty much unusable for YouTube. So this is definitely a great accessory to have in your bag whenever I want to film outside. So these are the last two things that are in my bag, and obviously I have to film them separately because they were holding up my phone when I was filming the rest of the video. But here we have just a typical tripod to hold my phone when I film my YouTube videos. And then on the top here, we have a phone mount. And then on the top of the phone mount, you can see that there's a little slit. And the slit is actually used to hold my Rode video microphone. And what's great about this microphone is that it's able to isolate my voice relative to the environment. And so I always carry this filming setup around wherever I go, just so I can capture some shots whenever I need to. So that wraps up the video. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is definitely a realistic view of the type of stuff that I carry on a day-to-day basis, whether that's going to campus or just going to a coffee shop to get some work done. But as you can probably imagine, all my stuff is now spread out all over this desk, and it's 6 p.m. and I'm gonna head home to grab some dinner. So I'm just gonna pack up and end the video. Thanks for watching, and if you guys like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that thumbs up button. That really helps me out. I'll see you in the next one.
Damn, I don't even know how to feel. Hey, I can't even tell what's real. Yeah, I just want you to come chill. Hey, yeah, I thought that was a deal.